Hi guys, nice cold day. We're coming up to Christmas here, and hence the reason that I've got my Christmas apron on. I normally turn it the other way around for the rest of the year, but as it's Christmas you get to see my apron. Anyway, what we're going to make here, we're going to show you how to make a buff stick. We in saddlery we use big ones. You can do it quarter the size of this, but this is what we use for sharpening our knives. Yeah, so we get a round knife, for example, we'll get it up and down like this, and then we'll sharpen it. On this side, it's a piece of leather. In this case, it's about 3.5-4 millimeters thick. The leather I'm going to use today is slightly thinner, probably about 3 mil. And the only reason I'm using it is because it's a piece of stuff that we bought and it's a leftover. So it might as well put it to use to a buff stick. So on this side, a piece of about 3 to 4 mil thick, let's say, normal leather. And on this side, the exact same, a normal 3 to 4 mil thick. And you can actually see the leather just here. Yeah, actually, you might see slightly better on this one because it's not glued on this one. So that's it there. So again, plain leather this side, and tallow fat and carborundum powder is what's on top of the leather here. So I'm going to show you how to do it. There's a couple of ways. I mean, there's loads of ways you can do it. Yeah. In this case, this one's only got a piece of leather, which is the way that I'm going to do it today because it's easiest. You can shape your handle like this if you like. It's up to you. You can varnish them. You can do whatever you like to them. So what I've got today, let me just throw that out of the way so as I don't waffle on too much. I've got just a piece of rubbish. This is a piece of pallet, for where they delivered some stock on it. So I've just cut the pallet up, and normally I put them in my fire, but I've saved this piece for this job. Right, so I got a piece of that. What I've done is I've cut 2 pieces of leather to the template of this. I didn't want to do it in video. You know how to cut leather by now, yeah? So I've cut 2 pieces of leather, and you can see they're quite thick, these pieces of leather, yeah? And it's about the same for this one. This one I've already prepped a bit just to save some time for the camera. This is smooth one side, as you can see, the normal finish we have in leather, and then you've got the flesh side in here, yeah? So what we do, as you can see on this one, what I've done is I've roughed up both sides. Now, I'll do it for this one here. You can use anything you want. You can scratch it up like this if you like. Let me just zoom you in just a tiny bit on this. So you can do it like this if you like. And in my case, for easiness, we use these in saddlery for doing foam. So basically, that's all I'm going to do here. Just scratch it up. This is in both pieces of leather. You'll buff up. Do this side. That's that one. Now the good bit of leather is the bit that's actually going to be glued onto the wood, and the flesh side is the bit we use for sharpening our knives. Yeah. So let me just scratch this up. That's that one. Same for that one. That does that. Okay. Right. Now, you don't need to glue these, as you can see. Let me just get out this one. As you can see in this one, it's not glued down, it's just nailed on at the ends. I still like to glue them, so let me grab some glue, but I think my glue's probably off in this jar, but let's have a wee look. Oh yeah. Is that just horrible or what? Big glob of nothing there, so let me just, I've got some fresh glue standing next to me, and it's all over my fingers now. I'm still going to use it because I'm cheap. Well, I haven't mentioned Mercedes yet, have I? Mercedes, it's Christmas, I need a new car, yeah? You think all this advertisement I do for them? Right, this is my glue. Don't know if you can see this, just slightly off camera there for you. I don't normally take my glue straight out of the tin, I normally decant it into something. But, as I said, just for easiness. Oh, and I'm showing you bad habits here. I should have my glue board out. Okay, so this is the shiny bit of leather. This is the bit that I'm actually going to glue up. So let me just glue that up. You see that okay? I'm going to get my glue board out of this thing because I'm just putting this on just too thick. Give me a wee second, guys. I'm sure it's behind me somewhere. Yep, there's one here. Yeah, I don't want glue onto my worktop, so I might as well do it properly. As I said, that's the shiny piece, the grain side of the leather that's been roughed up that I'm gluing. So let me throw that one to the side. I'm going to do the same for this one. It's absolute cold in here. You can see my breath, there's ice coming off it. I came into the building just to do a quick bit of tidying and stuff, and I couldn't be bothered turning the heating on. So, and then when I was walking past my buff stick, that's when I thought, oh, do you know, I could do a quick video on a buff stick because I've not done that before. Right, so that's that. So we just got to wait for that to dry. I might as well, while we're waiting for this stuff to dry, hang on, let's get in there with it. I might as well bore you with some other stuff. Let me just show you a couple of little bits and pieces. Do you know, I'm going to take you off the stand here and just do it by hand. I'm just going to do this while I'm waiting for the glue to dry and figure out how to use the thing. Right, turn the camera around this way, get glue in my camera. Yeah, there you are, there's first thing. This is my stitching clamps. And yeah, what we do is we put our feet in here and then that closes it shut. But it's not the stitching clamps because I think I did a fast video for somebody once in stitching clamps. What I thought, I might as well show you these things. Do you know when you're stitching loops on something, on a bridle or something, and for the life of me I can't find a bridle to hand. Anyway, yeah, there's one up there, I'll go and get it. We use this little clamp here, and you can see it's a lot narrow if I put my finger next to it, and that's for holding the loops. And then what we do is, let me just show you some loops. This is a friend of mine's got an MG car. I've never done upholstery in my life, and I'm just, this leather, we're not using this leather, this is just me practicing. We've got some black leather coming, but I just thought I'd have a go at it, and it looks as if I'm going to do it for him, so it's there. Anyway, back up here, into my gas bottles there, you can see it's winter, is loops. So what I'm talking about is, there's a runner, yeah? So when I'm doing a runner, where are you? That one. So when I'm doing a runner, this piece here, this is what we use this for. We use this for doing for making a runner up, wherever it is. I think I'm zoomed in on myself. So you can see what it is. We just hold it in there, and I come back down here again. You're all going to get dizzy today again. Drop that down to put that in the clams. There you are. So just to show you again, so we use these little clams and we put them inside the clams, and then we put the runner inside here, and it's just a little bit so as we can hold it for stitching it. So that's what we do for that. Hammers, yeah, let me show you my hammers because I was just playing with them a minute ago. Can I zoom you out on there? I'll show you why. This is my hammer. This is a saddler's hammer. What you'll notice on mine is it's got this thread around it. Yeah, so it's whipped round there. And the reason we do it, and here's one that's not got it done, yeah. So that's the way the hammer looks like when you get it. And I would have done this 30 years ago. I would have done this because what happens is if you don't do it with these hammers, is that they break off, yeah. So what we do is we whip them to make them a wee bit stronger. So you can whip your hammer up if you like, yeah. All right. I don't think the glue's dry, but it's going to be dry enough for me, so I'm just going to go straight back into the video. You know, I don't like hanging around. I like to get things done. I've discovered work interferes with my coffee drinking, and I do like coffee. It's because I can't afford whiskey. Right, anyway, so that is that one. So let me just get one of these. So again, that's the wood that's just been glued. This is the grain side, the shiny side, and all we're going to do is we're just going to stick that straight on top there, like so, line it up. That does that, and that's that glued on and into place. Now, for belts and braces, I'm going to shove a couple of little tacks into it. So I might as well do this. You're about to be bounced. So that's just a little blue tack. But you put it right up at the ends of it so that it doesn't interfere with the knife. So if I just hold that in there. That's one. Yeah, think of the bright side, hammer and Means you don't have to listen to my voice drone on. I can speak a bit of Gaelic for you. Cymra ha, hach cajiri me, Cymra he. O hamiskia graya fura gra. Now, Google Translate, work that one out. There we go, that's that one. Right, that's good enough to go, yeah? Right, so what I've got to do is I've got to glue the other side of it. So let me grab some glue. Some more glue. Oh, there she goes. That's it. Super stuff. Right, so I don't need any more glue, that's that job done. The other bit's drying. What can I do for, do you know what I'll do for quickness? Let me just go and get a piece of leather, guys, give me a second. This is a little off cut of leather, and I'm thinking this will do for the handle up here, so I've just got to kind of cut it to sort of width. So this leather is about that. Now you can do it proper, you don't have to do it freehand the way I'm doing it, but it's a working tool, it's not a shiny, it's a normal tool. So I'm just going to cut a little strap all the way up here. And I'm cutting it with the wood, which this wood is about 5/8 wide, yeah? That'll do it. So that's me get my handle already, handle can go on there. And that'll do for my handle. So that's a handle cut. I don't need to edge strip and stain it or anything. Let me just get rid of a piece of that. Let me just do a shape up here, I think. That'll do it. Do up here. That'll do that. Right, so let's get on to this. So this is the other piece of leather. Again, this is a shiny bit. And it's going to go on here. That's going to go in there, flatten it down, and again we're going to do the 4 tacks. So one in this end up here. Does that. Right, this piece of leather is actually slightly too big, so I'm just going to give it a wee quick trim. Normally, again, don't do what I'm doing, don't just do it here, go and get your proper cutting board and do it, but we're just trimming it off. You know, like, you know, mate, make anything do, because I can't be bothered doing it right, just get it done. Look at that, trim perfectly. If I have made it too small, that is. That does it. Right, so now we'll get this covered. The glue could do with drying a bit better. I'm rushing it for the video because you don't want to stand here and watch a kettle boil or glue dry. So let's say that's that. One side we're going to do absolutely nothing to whatsoever, yeah? We're just leaving it. And then the other side is we're going to do tallow fat. So I think I'll do the tallow fat on this side. This is my bucket of tallow fat. Tallow fat you can buy, I mean I know Abbey's sell it, yeah, and people say it goes off. Trust me, this is as good as the day I had. I keep it in this old tin, and I'll tell you what, I ain't joking, I must have had this 10 years if not more, yeah, and it's still pretty good stuff. So let's get my tallow fat. Use gloves, don't do it the way I'm doing it, yeah, and then just rub your tallow fat all over the thing. You can melt it on a bit if you want as well. So that's your tallow going on. So I say don't do what I do. Yeah, get a pair of gloves and do it. Right, how's that? That's a wee bit there. Get some more on it. Sitting a little bit. One of my little nephews turns 18 on Saturday, and I'm going to go and grab him, and I'm going to take him down to the bar and let him buy me his first beer. Notice I say let him buy me, because I ain't buying him one. Yeah, so for his 18th, his uncle gets to take him to a pub. Might as well set him onto the rune of, yeah. Next thing you know, he'll become a saddler, and that's it. Life's all down from there. Okay, tallow fat all over my fingers. That's what you wear an apron for. This here is a little jar of carborundum powder. Carborundum powder. I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. And it's I think it's like metal filings or whatever. So we just spray that on there, sprinkle it on there even. All the way down there. Now I'm going to need more than that, but oops, maybe not. That does that. Now I need something for just spreading it on there. What have I got? What have I got? Give me a second, guys. Yeah. A little metal, but actually I'll tell you what, I've got a screwdriver kicking about here. I could probably do it. Or I did have. Alright. So just spread the filings on. That's not working. Don't do this. Go and get something to do it. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't do me any good. Right, some more. Well, there's a few ways you can. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to. This is the way we do it. Certainly since I was a kid, we've done it. But some people put sandpaper on it to give it that extra piece, yeah. Problem is with sandpaper, you keep adding and adding and adding. Whereas this, you don't need to do it. I can't remember the last time I bothered doing my buff stick with carbon. I tell you what, this will sharpen my knives pretty good. Don't use your finger. Go and get something to do it, yeah. So you can see I'm putting quite a bit of carbon powder on this. Right, let me just get a knife on there. Now I'll spread it in. You see it's actually starting to get there now, it's starting to work into it. Yeah, I can feel my knife sharpening, sliding on it now. I still get the tallow fat hanging onto it, but I'll get a bit more carbon in there. And then that'll flatten that down a bit. So get a wee bit more on. Oh, that's plenty. And again, I'm going to use my knife. Now I like to do this in two goes. I like to do just enough and then leave it, and then in a couple of days time after using it, put a wee bit more carbon onto it. Carborundum powder onto it. I'll tell you what, my knife will be nice and sharp. That'll make a change. Actually, this is not my knife, this is a wife's knife. Mine's slightly bigger, I like a bigger round knife, yeah. I'm going to say that's it. Let me just get some of this off the edge here and shove it back on there. Down there. Right, will I do it? Do a wee bit more, why not? I was happy a minute ago, but now I'm not happy. That does it. That's definitely it, guys. So that's how to make it. The only other thing I've got to do is put the strap on in a second, and then I'll use it. What I should have got was a blunt knife and showing you it working, but I don't think I've got one. That's it. Now if we look at some of the old ones here, you can see here, this is where it is, yeah. That's one of this, I can't remember how long I've had this. There's another old one, it's in there. And you can see, this is almost going hard on it. This could do a bit more on it, but that's the old ones. Right, so the only other thing we've got to do, get this out of the way. So I say, do give the glue a tiny bit of time to dry. That's all over my hand. Right, put my strap on it. I think put my strap about there. Put it onto the side. Get a couple of these tacks. One. So I want it right down the bottom. This is, I'm not giving you measurements for this stick. Really, you can do whatever you want. I mean, I'll give you some measurements, but some people like these tiny, whereas yeah, as I say, for round knives and stuff, we like them to be a bit bigger. Does that? Bang the same one here. Now I want it to line up over that side. That's perfect. Goes in there. Take your time with it, don't rush it the way I rush things. And you can varnish the wood and stuff. Waste of time, like, but you can do it. If you want it to look pretty, then just varnish it. Okay, that is us, we got it, yeah? So, let me just zoom out a tiny bit. I'm probably zoomed out all the way, so there you go. So that is my as I said, it needs more carbon on it, but as I said, I'll use this for a couple of days, let the carbon flatten down, and then I'll put some more carbon on it. And this side here is the shiny side. So let me show you how it works. On this side, this is the bit we want the knife sharpened, yeah? So just run it up and down like this. This is my round knife. I'll go and get another type of knife in a second. And you can see it's actually starting to come shiny now. It's starting to work in there right away. Right, and then turn it round to the other side. Now this is just plain leather, but yeah, what we need to do is take all the rubbish off the knife and give it a shine. So this is really giving it that final little polish, if you like, yeah? So it's there, and that'll let the knife... I'll do slow for you. There you go. Down there. I've got a piece of leather there. Right, real time. Will it, is my knife sharp? Is it blunt? Oh, look at that, yeah? So you can see, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, look at this, yeah? If I just do it razor thin all the way down now. So that's how to do it. This is a wife's knife, you know, this is normally blunter than mine, because the reason it's normally blunter than mine is because I use hers and then leave her for her to sharpen it, yeah? So anyway, so that's it, all done. Little cuts all the way through, and then on the floor with the rubbish. That's the thing, so I'm teaching people, never leave little bits of leather all over the place. Straighten the floor for it. I know it's a bad habit to get into, and you know, people will moan at you for it, but if you leave a tiny bit of leather on your board, or a tiny staple or a tiny anything, chances are you'll be working with a nice piece of leather, turn it around and it'll bruise the leather. So get into the habit of throw it on the floor. Let me just go and get another couple of quick knives and then I'm done, guys. There we go. Alright, so this is bread knife. We use this again for carving seats and stuff. But I mean, this is why we use a big buff stick, yeah, all the way up here. Yeah, we use this big thing. And then, as I say, turn around to the other side, and then that polishes it. Got blue stuff on that, don't know where that came from. So that's that one. If you're using a little clicker knife, then we just do it up the side here, yeah. So it says it needs a bit more carbon powder on it. That's it, and then again, same round here, you come round here just to give it that polish. That's it, and again, last knife. This is I made this when I was a shoe repairer many moons ago. So many ago, I'm not going to even mention. And this is an old hacksaw blade that we made into a paring knife. So again, even with this, we just come up here, and then down there. And you can see it's starting to go shiny, and this is starting to dry into the tallow fat. That's what I'm after. I'm after that shininess. As I say, it needs more carbon on it, but eventually this will all flatten down, yeah. And then that is that one, and then up here, back to the polishing side. And that's how to make a buff stick, guys. So, size. I'm going to tell you sizes. This little one I've made is probably okay. I really need something bigger because you'll see why when I'm doing my round knife. But I just get a piece of wood, which is, in this case, where are we? 50 centimetres, which is, what we got here? About 20 inches and about 3 inches wide. And how much is that in centimetres? 8 centimetres wide, yeah? So that's that one. my own one, which is this one. I won't count the handle, yeah, but the piece of leather I'm working on is something like 66, 67 centimetres, which is about 26 inches, and again it'll be the 3 inches wide, yeah, so about 3 inches wide. If we include the handle for this one, then it's 32.5 inches, yeah. Now the reason we use the big ones, I'll just zoom you up here a wee tiny bit, is because we really do use the whole thing, as you can see, and it just means that we can sharpen a knife a tiny bit easier, yeah. And you can see how fast we do it, so the last thing I want to do is slash myself, yeah. That's it. Okay guys, let me just bring that new one back again. That's your buff stick. Really thing you must have if you're going to sharpen in tools. In our case, let me just go over it again. 2 pieces of veg tan leather. They're about 3 to 4 mil thick. On one side we put on tallow fat. On the both leathers we rough them up. You have all sides we rough it up. Yeah, so both sides we rough it. Then on one side we put the tallow fat, and then we put carborundum powder on it. On the other side we just leave it as leather. This is your gritty side if you like. It's not gritty, it's very smooth, but it does enough. You've seen it sharpen my knife, and this is just the final polish on it. Okay guys, hope it's of use to you as normal, and have a really nice Christmas when it comes, and a Happy New Year.